Previously on Return to Shironagasu Island. The message about a traitor, Thomas's murder, Sir Raymond's disappearance, mysterious assailant. And what secret is hidden on this island? I'm also worried about Aurora, the demon of Shironagasu Island. Could such a thing actually exist? What's going on? And what's about to happen next? Why do I have to sleep in a place like this? I listened to Neneko's whining for a while, but decided to sleep in the bed. So many things happened today. I hope that tomorrow will be a quiet day. I don't think it's going to be. Although that seems highly unlikely. I'm glad we agree. Oh. Huh? What was that? I was dreaming. You sure? It's no longer night. The pale morning light shines into the room through the windows. Demon of Shironagasu Island. I think this island is messing with my head. Morning. Good morning. The devil screams, blood or flesh. Gulp down the blood. Spread out the internal organs. Satisfying many desires. Hang the corpses. Hang the corpses of the children. Dedicate the corpses to the devil. Corpses to create new corpses. And even more corpses. The awakened devil burns a man to death in hellfire. The tragedy has begun. Now kill the adults, driven insane. Burn them to death. Chop them up. Gouge their eyes out. And pull out their hearts. The devil desires death. The more struggling, the better. The children summoned the devil. It won't stop until I've killed everyone. I shall kill and die. I only desire death. Death. Horrendous death. Eternal death. Yes, the nameless children have returned. These appear to be a child's drawings, but the picture book is frightening. Burns a man to death in hellfire. There's some parallels of our current situation. It reads as if it's a confession of the killer. They likely did not expect it to be found at this point in time. We only happened to discover it because of your abilities. It's not what they expected. So, when was this supposed to be found? After this is all over. I think it's meant to be found by the people who will come to clean up this mansion. After we've all been killed. Can you tell me about Shironagasu Island? About Shironagasu Island? I don't know anything particularly unusual about it. Now that's bullshit. You're lying. You gave me some advice on the ship. That I shouldn't go snooping around too much, if I valued my life. Akira, you know something about this island, don't you? You must have misinterpreted what I said. And even if I do know something, do you really think I would tell you someone like you? One person has been killed, and the killer is still out there. There may be other victims. Are you alright with that? Everyone who came to this island is scum, so I don't care if they die. In fact, it would make me happy. Now that's a strong statement. You could be happy if everyone else is murdered, but what if you or Giselle are killed? You should be on your guard as well. If an outsider learned the secret of this island, things would not end well for them. Even more so for a detective. They would kill you. Not only you, but also that young lady hiding behind your back. I've already come too far to turn back now. And not pursuing the killer would go against my nature. I can't just run away. How foolish. Still, I'm not saying a word. Good grief. She's so stubborn. Wonder if I can find her Achilles heel and make her talk. Giselle just told me. Did Akira really get bitten by a venomous snake? I'm glad you're here, Riel. Can I ask you to help me now as well? I tell her what has happened. What a dangerous situation. We have to get an antidote. A Black Mamba venom can seriously affect the nervous system. The toxins of a Black Mamba are mainly dentroxin and basilicum. However you say that. Dentroxin inhibits the potassium channels of neurons, while basilicum inhibits... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Eliciting muscle... You and your goddamn medical words. Holy shit. Although I guess maybe my problem is I need to read medical stuff more. What she says. Neneko, you know a lot about this, don't you? Even more than I do. Riel, how much time do you think we have? It depends on the amount of venom injected by the Black Mamba, but it's usually around 20 minutes. Several minutes have already passed since she was bitten. If we take the time needed for preparation and the injection of the antidote into account, we may have 10 minutes at most. 10 minutes? We're looking for an antidote we don't even know really exists. To be honest, it sounds impossible. Oh shit, we got a timer and everything. Feels as if we're overlooking something. But there's a way to treat your snakebite without using an antidote. I think using an antidote only to neutralize the venom. No, I swear there's another way. Darn, never mind, but act quickly. If it's not too much to bother, could you make it snappy? So I expect much from you anyway. She's gonna die! What did you say, Mother? I have to go into the light? Oh, fuck! Oh no, I'm out of time. Oh no. Akira is foaming from her mouth and dies shortly after that. She isn't breathing, and there's no pulse. It's not possible to resuscitate her anymore. Darn. I'm sure she could have been saved if I had tried harder. How could this happen? I must have done something wrong. I'm sure there was a way. There it was again. That weird glitchy effect. Huh? What was that just now? Whoa. Why am I so dizzy? Was I hallucinating? Why are you just standing there? I'm dying. Akira, are you alright? What's going on? And so it continues. Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Return to Shironagasu Island. So, first objective of the day, make sure that Akira actually survives her snake bite this time, unlike at the end of the last episode where I failed spectacularly. But before we get to the actual sequence of events towards the end of the episode proper, I want to see what happens when I have the girls get to the top of the desk in a slightly different manner than before. So, I'm trying to think. How do I hit the skip button on this thing? Okay, so, never mind. Climb onto the desk slowly and carefully. Akira, climb onto the desk slowly and carefully. Alright. Slowly and carefully. Ha! Akira almost loses her balance because of the wobbly chair, but somehow she manages to get onto the desk. That was a close one. I thought I was going to die. We all managed to get onto the desk, but I think the snake will be able to get up here as well. I have to think of something quickly. Akira crawls over the communication equipment towards Neneko. They're hugging each other, probably out of fear, so is this the same as before? Looks like it to me. So there was literally no difference whatsoever choosing one option or the other. Okay, let's try our different options this time. Let's try sour permisons. Sour permisons! Well, it's true that sour permisons contain tannic acid, but where can you get some? I don't think any permisons grow on this island. I agree. Shall I order some from Japan? Should probably be 6 feet under by the time they arrive here. Enough already! How can you crack jokes at a time like this? Can't believe I'm going to die surrounded by such horrible people. Oh, woe is me. At any rate, we need to find an antidote as soon as possible. Right, the antidote. We have to find it as quickly as possible. What would it be? Not just a question and answer. Let's try staying here. There's no point in running around aimlessly. We need to come up with a proper plan before I go anywhere. It's good to have a plan, but I can't think of any place where we could be. Let's think logically. So a lot of this I've already read in the last episode. I'm just gonna skim over it until I see something new. Pat, okay. Keep staying here. We're looking something. There's gotta be another way. Go in the light, don't give up yet. We won't leave you to die here. Can venomous snake bite only be cured with an antidote? Depending on what time venom is possible to relieve the symptoms of appropriate treatment or medication. However, because we're dealing with the venom of a Black Mamba, using an antidote is the only way. Good to find an antidote. Okay, don't know where it could be. This is bad. We're just going around in circles. Don't hurry up, time will run out. Could be. What if it's somewhere we haven't thought of? An unexpected place that we've all overlooked. Staying around here. Something important. Ugh, body's becoming numb. That's it. I remember. I know how we can get an antidote. Oh, really now? What are you talking about? We're already running out of time. The antidote, where can it be, Mother? What I'm thinking is correct. There's not much time left. Let's go to the dining hall then, I guess. Jacob's still there. You'd be here. Yeah, looks like you can skip the dialogue there too. That's good to know. Dining hall. Dining hall once again. Don't like it. Perhaps go talk to Jacob. To that nasty guy? Be a waste of time if you ask me. We don't have a clue what the antidote is. He may or may not be our only hope, like it or not. I just don't want to go there. What? You really came back? You just want Akira to die, don't you? Jacob, do you really don't know where the antidote is? Please tell me. Pretty please? You're very persistent. I already told you I don't know. I don't even know if there's an antidote or not. Is there no other way to cure her? I don't know where she was bitten, but I can tell you, can't you just amputate that body part? That'd be extreme. Don't be silly. Using an antidote is the only way we can save her. I see. What if you overlooked something? Are you done yet? Let's not talk about such trivial things. Why don't we have a drink together? No comment. Have I overlooked something? There's always more than just one way to solve a problem. That's what I'm sure of. Yada yada. Can't feel my legs. Do something. Isn't that a dead end? Something overlooked. No point going back, Jacob. Yeah, we have options anyway. False hope. You gotta be kidding me. I thought you were running out of time. Are you some kind of crazy person? Kinda. Or have you come here telling me about Akira's death? It's not like I have a choice. Do you know where Sir Raymond kept his snake? Was it in his living quarters? Who knows? I already forgotten about that, but I don't think I'd keep such a dangerous creature in my room. I'd keep it somewhere else in a secure location. That's right, it might be kept somewhere else, but keep a venomous snake. Ikea, drink with me! You might calm down a bit and come up with a good idea. Come think of it, I heard about scientists using brandy to remember the past better. You should let Akira drink some as well. I'd rather not. Would the snake be kept if not in his quarters? Please save me. Do my utmost. Don't care what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. I only care about the result. Whilst last saw Jacob, unless your goal is pissing Akira off, let's not go back to him. Alright, fine. Why am I so fixated on Jacob? I just don't understand myself sometimes. Okay, let's go to the quarters. Back again. Stairs this time. Quarters after all. Well, it certainly seems to be the most plausible place. Let's try again. Perhaps the elevator is working now. Looks like it's not working. Did they turn off the electricity? There's not much time left. Keep going back and forth. Are you really doing something, or are you practicing your slamaning? I have no idea what that even means. Slamaning. I was going to make a joke, but didn't decide not when I saw Akira's expression. She probably wouldn't like my joke anyway, especially in a situation like this. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. We're at an impasse. What am I supposed to do? Darn. Let's go outside again. Alex may have found something. I think you expect too much from him. Now you know how I feel. Still, it's better than doing nothing. Well, I've searched here, there, and everywhere, but didn't find anything. Is there really an antidote in the first place? There has to be. By the way, have you seen many people from the mansion in the dining hall? No, now that you mention it, I haven't seen any staff around. It's only a guess, but it's possible that someone from the mansion is responsible for this. I believe they want Akira to give testimony. I see, so that's why. Does that mean we can't ask anyone from the mansion for help? Exactly, we have no choice but to find the antidote by ourselves. Is finding the antidote only our only option? Can't we do anything else? According to someone who knows about these things, treatment with an antidote is the only option. See, how terrible if only had an antidote left on us. But that's very unlikely, right? One of us. What's the matter? No. Hang on. What if I'm overlooking something important? What if one of us does have an antidote on them? Do what I can. Don't like sitting around doing nothing. Thanks, Alex. What's the matter? The antidote. Perhaps they're getting a step closer, huh? I'm starting to feel numb. Foot hurts. Nose. Okay, we'll try this again. Let's go outside again. I feel like this is becoming pointless. Don't you think we should give up on trying to get Sir Raymond's living quarters? You're right. Ugh. Outside again. Let's try here. I know how we can get an antidote. Huh? But you've been here all this time. Where is it then? I've overlooked the most important point. Neneko, do you know how antidotes are made? Well, antibodies are produced by injecting a sublethal dose of poison into a horse or another animal. An antidote cannot be made by separating the antibodies from the blood. We don't have time to do all that. I know, I'm not that stupid. Neneko, remember what I said earlier, that Black Mamba has bitten me in the past, huh? Saying that, but I don't think antibodies can be made if you've only been bitten once. I've been bitten 3 times. What? I was bitten by Black Mamba 3 times in the African jungle. Also, I didn't receive any antibody treatments. How can you still be alive? That's what I'd like to know. Are you some kind of monster? Yes! If that's the case, then Akira might have a Black Mamba antibodies inside of him. I see a practice of yada yada, as used by Bill Hast. Someone has been bitten by a snake can be saved by transfusing blood containing venom-neutralizing antibodies. This might actually work. Only if our blood types are compatible. I'll get everything ready. Just hold on, Akira. Before I forget, what's your blood type, Akira? She checks blood types quickly, yada 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 yada, collects blood types are compatible, good to know. I'm sure she's going to be okay, glad to hear it. Looks like you've been saved by a hair's breadth, Akira. Thank you. Well, I did not like having to speed through all that, but hey, we did it this time. Golf clap. Phew. That was a very close call. The blood transfusion was a success, and Akira appears to be out of danger. Akira, how are you feeling? My leg still hurts, but it's no longer numb. I gotta say... Oh, wait. Do I have it on auto now? It looks like Akira's blood was the perfect antidote. I'm so happy. I gotta say, how convenient it is for our main lead here to have Black Mamba antibodies, having apparently been bitten by those damn things 3 separate times without being properly treated. I think Neneko, it was Neneko that said it, right? Well, whoever said it, yeah, our man's a monster. Looks like Akira's blood was the perfect antidote. I'm so happy. As much as I want to complain, but I won't. Thank you for saving my life. To be honest, I'm kind of used to being chastised. Neneko. Anyway, I'm happy you're feeling better. Young lady, you are healed! Giselle, you're back. Did you manage to find any of the mansion staff? I'm sorry. I could not find anyone suspicious. I see. How strange. Anyway, I'm just glad that this is over. Ouch. You should lie down for a bit longer. I've always been a quick healer. Don't worry about me. Could you all leave me for a moment? Everyone except for Akira and Neneko. But young lady, it's okay, Giselle. Just wait outside with everyone else. As you wish, young lady. After everybody has left, Akira sighs deeply and leans against the wall. I'm still a bit shaky, so I'm leaning against the wall. I hope you don't mind. Of course, that's okay. Oops. You want to know more about this island, right? I'll tell you everything I know. Are you sure? You might be targeted again by people from the mansion. I won't be threatened and silenced anymore. Besides, I owe you my life, don't I? Listen, just accept this favor before I change my mind. Alright then, tell me what you know. What's the secret of Shironagasu Island? To put it simply, there was illegal prostitution happening on Shironagasu Island. So human trafficking and all that, huh? Looks like my initial theory might have been on the money after all. Prostitution. But okay, so prostitution. But that raises a question of what those biohazard cards that we found earlier are for. If all that's being done on this island is just illegal prostitution, sex trafficking, then well, okay, maybe I'm overthinking it a bit, because for any human victims that they want to get rid of at any point for whatever reason, they could just simply harvest their organs after they're killed. So that would and they would need facilities to store those. So I guess it makes sense then why it would make sense then still. Prostitution on a solitary island in the middle of nowhere? That's rather unusual. Not if you're familiar with the Epstein case, it's not. What made it illegal? Were there minors involved? That's right. Not only child prostitution, but human trafficking as well. I heard that many terrible things happened here. Such as? The girls who came here were given colored ribbons. The colors indicate how they could be treated. Ribbons. Aurora has a colored ribbon, doesn't she? But she was earlier she was telling us about how she seems to not remember. She seems to know something is off about this island, but she couldn't quite remember what it was. But she wears the colored ribbon. I wonder if maybe our dear friend Aurora might be a victim of whatever human trafficking operation was going on this island, but She just simply doesn't remember the events clearly. The girls who came here were given colored ribbons. The colors indicate how they could be treated. The colors were red, yellow, and blue. Girls with red ribbons were allowed to be killed with impunity. Many girls with red ribbons were killed in this mansion by sadistic men. Good grief. Terrible. I have a few questions. Okay, so what about the other two colors? What do those symbolize? Actually, wait. Okay, so red is for torture, for murder and torture. I'm assuming at least one of the other colors then might be used for harvesting organs, blood, and other such things. Can't think of what the third one might be for exactly, other than just plain old prostitution. If illegal prostitution was really taking place here, where did all the girls disappear to? Probably sold or killed. Who knows? I guess someone spilled the beans, so they went out of business. They might have taken the girls away or even hidden them somewhere. I wonder if that's what happened to them. I have a bad feeling about this. Come to think of it, Jacob told me that there were fewer people than usual in the mansion. Maybe he was talking about the girls. Wait a minute. Jacob asked us what we were searching for on the island, blood or flesh. What if blood is in reference to the girls with red ribbons, as in the ones that are tortured and killed? Meet bloody ends, so to speak. And flesh could refer to prostitution. So blood, death, murder, flesh, sex working, prostitution, that sort of thing. Doesn't explain again. That still doesn't explain what the third ribbon color is for, though. I wonder if that's what happened to them. I have a bad feeling about this. Come to think of it, Jacob told me that there were fewer people than usual in the mansion. Maybe he was talking about the girls? I wonder where they are. There don't appear to be any hiding places on this island. At least on the surface level. What about underground? Maybe there's a secret cave somewhere? A secret cave, huh? But why do you know all of this? This isn't something you can easily discover. Did you hear about it from your father? Stop bringing that man up. A friend of his told me. I think he was drunk at that time, and he was very talkative. He kept going on about horrible acts, as if he was enjoying my reactions. There are all kinds of scumbags in this world. He might have really enjoyed watching your reactions. I knew what he was trying to achieve, so I pretended to be as unresponsive as I could. I really wanted to throw up, however. He told me about some terrible torture someone had carried out, but he might have done it himself. He just knew too many details about it. Yeah, this is genuinely pretty messed up shit. Don't know what else to say other than that, really. I mean, what else can be said? Can you tell me more about his background? Sure, but I don't think it would be helpful. He was the second son of an ancient aristocratic family and a wealthy businessman, the CEO of his own company. His talkativeness was probably his downfall. He disappeared on this very island. I don't know any of the details, but one day he suddenly went crazy and disappeared. I think he was probably liquidated. In the eyes of the mansion, he was a traitor. Could this be the man Jacob mentioned? I see. It's no surprise that he was liquidated. However, this man was no commoner. That means that these people are willing to kill anyone. Prostitution, torture. Are those the only secrets of this island? Do you think that there is something else? I can't even imagine what it could be. Well, again, I think the hint as to what the third reason could again be tied to those quarantine cards that we found. If it's not for organ harvesting, it could be for biological experimentation of some kind. Maybe there's viruses or bacteria on this island somewhere. In any case, this is all I've heard. It should be relatively easy to keep those secrets on this isolated island. I just can't understand why they would build all these buildings here. Really? That's a good enough reason if you ask me. In business as well as in life, you don't get something for nothing. I don't know how much money prostitution and human trafficking made them, but they took considerable risks for it. If they were exposed, they would all be arrested. Not necessarily. It depends on how deep the ring goes and who's connected to it. And if there's people from up within the highest reaches of government, of business involved, then well, good luck bringing those things down compared to your average rank and file human trafficking operation. Is all I'm gonna say. Again, if you don't believe me, just look at the Jeffrey Epstein case. Besides, Sir Raymond was not someone who struggled financially. Something about this just doesn't feel right. There's definitely something more going on here. I almost forgot about this. Akira, have you ever seen this IC card before? A card. Quarantine level 2. What a strange card. I think I've seen something similar, but it was a different color. I believe it was a red card. Red. The same one that, what's his name was holding? Thomas? Neneko, can you give me the other card? Do we really have to? Neneko reluctantly takes out the card, wrapped in a bundle of tissues. That's it. This is like the one I saw. I saw that man holding the exact same card. Why is it covered in soot? Oh, this was Thomas's card. Do you know where and how I can use it? No idea. I'd like to know myself. You can probably use this card to enter some kind of quarantine zone. I don't know where that could be, though. Right under our noses would be my guess. Quarantine zone, huh? I wonder where it is. Well, I don't think I really want to see it, though. Okay, so now that we got this so-called secret of Shironagasu out of the way, why don't we talk about you for a bit? Why did you come here? Come on, Akira. You promised me you would tell me what I need to know. Why did you come to this island? Okay, fine. I'll tell you. Akira sighs deeply and begins to talk. I wanted to see this place for myself. My father is a cold-blooded, merciless man who never shed a tear. But he isn't the kind of man who would use the services of prostitutes. So what, he was just a regular old sadist then? However, they say that everyone has more than one side, so you can never know for sure. That's why I had to see this place with my own eyes. And to see if there was something else here. You might forgive your father. Is that what you're thinking? I will never forgive that man for what he did to my mother. But even when she was about to pass away, the only thing he cared about was work. He rarely showed his face at the hospital, because he was too busy with his stupid work. Maybe I just needed a reason to truly hate him. So that when I finally knew the truth, I could curse him without hesitation. I couldn't stand the fact that he was hiding something from me. That's all. Pretty understandable reason, all things considered. I told you everything I know. I only heard about the island from someone else. I don't know what's really going on here. This is more than sufficient. Thank you for your help, Akira. Something is definitely fishy here. Seems I really have to watch my back around the serpents from now on. Was Thomas killed by someone from the mansion? Is Sir Raymond the mastermind behind all of this? No. Something just doesn't add up. At any rate, there's no turning back. I'll just do as much as I can. So we're done, right? This is all I can do to help anyway. Promise me that you'll take care of this situation and protect us. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll do my best. So I can't rely on you at all, can I? Oh well, I didn't say that. By the way, Neneko. I thought you were trying to hide your ugly face behind that long hair, but I was mistaken. You're actually quite cute. You hear that, Neneko? You were complimented. Huh. But you're a little bit smelly. And now you are insulted. When was the last time you had a bath? Even with beautiful hair and a pretty face, a bad smell will ruin everything. Come to my room later. I'll show you how to become a proper lady. It looks like Neneko is trying to decline Akira's offer, but she stutters so much that no one can understand what she's saying. Well, she does smell a bit. Plus, it might be good to let Akira give her a hint of femininity, as she doesn't appear to have any to begin with. Nah, no, it's just you're blind, Ikeda. You just need to get glasses. She does have some, it's just buried. Not completely obvious. As I'm thinking that, we leave the communication room after many twists and turns. Sorry I kept you waiting, Giselle. We're all done. I am terribly sorry for my mistake, young lady. If I hadn't left my post at the door, this wouldn't have happened. Don't worry about it. I'm still alive, but be careful next time. The killer is still out there. Ouch. Are you alright, young lady? Please lean on my shoulder. No need, Giselle. I can walk by myself. Goodbye, Mr. Detective. I'll see you later, Neneko. Despite the pain in her leg, Akira still tries to walk to the guest room building, hunched over and with a strange gait. Ah! What the heck? Don't surprise me like that. What's with the son's scream? My chastity is in danger! Somehow, I don't think that's what this is, Neneko. Akira is going to violate me! Oh, you were thinking about Akira? Hey, don't worry. She was just going to douse you with perfume and bring out your cute and fluffy side. If you really want to get rid of BO, you should just do what 99% of the rest of humanity does and just use soap and water. All perfume is going to do is just going to add another smell on top of already bad smell, which you're trying to use the perfume to cover to begin with. It's not as effective as you make it out to be, Detective. That will make me want to die. My nerves are not strong enough for that. Oh, really? Well, good luck, and try to enjoy yourself. Help me! Ikeda! You're my partner, aren't you? Help me! I don't want to die. I drag Neneko, who is clinging to me, to the guest room building. Oh, poor Neneko. Being forced to join the rest of humanity and experiencing the wonders of shampoo in a soap bar. However, will she survive? If it isn't Mr. Ikeda, You did a great job back there. Huh? Neneko, what's going on? You look so pale. She always looks pale. What? Oh, don't mind her. What are you two doing here? Well, I noticed a strange smell coming from this empty room. A strange smell. From this room, huh? I leaned toward the door of room 105, situated at the far right, and took a whiff. Okay, whose room is this again? I don't remember. Although it is an old door, it is almost airtight, so it should contain most smells. However, when I press my nose against the keyhole, I can smell a strong stench wafting toward me. Is someone dead? Is someone rotting on the other side of this door? Smells really bad. Smells like blood and rotten meat. Yeah, someone's dead. What should we do? Should we tell the mansion staff to open it? There is no staff! We can't find anybody! We can't trust them anymore. Besides, Giselle also said that she couldn't find any of them. It's okay. I can pick locks like this one in my sleep. This door has a warded lock, just like all the other doors in this building. The security awareness of this place is rather low, but it's not so surprising considering that we're in the middle of the ocean. I begin to pick the door with my trusty lockpick. Warded locks are not very complex. All you have to do is rotate the lockpick while avoiding the obstacles on the inside. It takes me less than 30 seconds to pick the lock. Oh, that didn't take you long at all. Color me impressed. You would make a great thief. Indeed. You haven't been using that skill for nefarious deeds, have you? Can you stop mocking me already? At least show me some gratitude. I tried to ignore them and opened the door. Yep. Looks like a dead body to me. And something else right above it. Oh. Is that someone's face stuck to the wall? Oh dear. As soon as the door opens, we are hit by a foul odor of putrid blood and rotten meat. Words cannot describe how awful fecal odors are. The strong smell makes everyone in the room hold their noses at the same time. Ugh. What a terrible smell. The room is so dark that I can't see a thing. The switch doesn't work. There doesn't appear to be any electricity. This is eerie, but we must find out what's going on in here. There is a Louis Associé guidebook and a notepad, just like in all the other rooms. There's nothing unusual about it. I'm gonna look around the rest of the room before I check out the bed proper. Looks like the light bulb has been removed from the lamp. Appears this was done on purpose. I wonder why. Probably to make it a little bit harder to find this corpse. Lights are off, but there's nothing unusual about the lamps. Weak light barely shines through the windows. The weather outside is rough, as always. I can barely see anything in this dimly lit room. The strong wind is shaking the windows. Psst. I signal Riel to back off, then open the bathroom door. It's alright. There's nobody in here. Everyone behind me breathes a sigh of relief. Well, we've got an interesting little locked room mystery on our hands, from what I can tell. Because the only way out of here, besides the windows, is the front door. And the front door was locked, so yeah, naturally that leaves only the windows. But since it's a steep drop on the other side, unless whoever did this had means to get to either jump to another room, either from side to side or down or somewhere up above them, then yeah, that just raises the question as to how exactly this particular room was set up the way it was. But if someone got out through the window, then, well, they would have to probably use some kind of trick to do it, like maybe a rope that would allow them to swing to another room, or climb to one, or something like that. Or if that shadow that we saw in the last episode was anything to go by, our killer may not even be human. So they wouldn't need a special tool in order to climb and scale the walls. Currently, I'm leaning towards the latter option. There's nothing unusual about the mirror. Let's look at something else. There is an Isle of the Dead painting on the wall. It's a nice painting, unlike the room itself. There's nothing unusual about the painting. Given the situation, it does creep me out a little bit. Let's look elsewhere. Lights are off. Okay. There's nothing unusual about the phone. No, wait. There's some small bloodstains on it. Nothing else. So maybe someone tried to use the phone before getting murdered. What is that thing on the wall? It looks like... Huh. Appears to be human skin. Or more specifically, facial skin. Excuse me for a moment. Alex runs out of the room with a pale face. Better a pale face than a red face, am I right? Boo! It would actually be better if everyone went outside so I can preserve this crime scene. I'm feeling a little bit nauseous as well. Would you mind if I left? Hey, stay with me, Riel. You're the only doctor on this island. I already told you this, but I'm a physician. You have dissected a body before, haven't you? Yes, I have, but dissecting a slaughtered corpse is a different story. Wait. Have I ever just dissected a slaughtered corpse before? I didn't tell you about the... Well... Then again, given the fact that we found a face here, I guess it would be reasonable to assume that there's a corpse somewhere. I don't think I have. No, I haven't. You're the only person here capable of doing this. Hey, Neneko! 10,009, 10,037, 10,039, 10,061, 10,067, 10,069, 10,079, 10,091, 10,093, 10,099. Neneko is mumbling and talking to herself, trying to escape from this horrible reality. I'm not exactly sure what she is counting, though. Prime numbers? Hey, I don't mind you counting numbers, but at least take a look around the room. Ikeda, that wasn't a nice thing to say. Why are you forcing Neneko to see this? She may look stupid, but she's actually a genius with a photographic memory. Her abilities can be very helpful at times. Wow. No wonder she knows so much about everything. But as a doctor, I can't really recommend letting young girls see this. She might become traumatized. Well, it's not like I have a choice. She'll just have to hang in there. Good grief. Maybe you're right. What can I say? Oh, whoops. I don't know what to say other than... Hang in there, Neneko. 12,323, 12,329, 12,343, 12,347, 12,373, 12,377, 12,379, 12,391, 12,401, 12,409. I don't think this was an accident. Yeah, someone just accidentally cut off their own face and plastered it to the wall. Someone must have peeled this person's skin off. Yeah, what happened was they cut themselves shaving. Really badly. I wonder if whoever did this is the same person who killed Thomas. Probably. We don't know yet. However, our most pressing issue is identifying this corpse. You're right. But we were all together until recently, and I don't think that anyone has disappeared. So, who is this? What if it's one of the staff members? No. There's one person who is missing. Are you suggesting that... Well, we'll probably know for sure when we pull this sheet back. Finished inspecting the skin. All that's left here to do is pull back the sheet. Let's pull back the sheet, Riel. Alright. I'm not scared. I'm fine. Let's do this. Ew. Oh boy. What a horrible spectacle. Hey, Neneko! Eek! Don't make me look at it! No! Don't make me! Please! Leave me alone! Don't worry. I won't force you to. This time. Go back to your room and be quiet. Thank you! Neneko runs out of the room as fast as her feet can carry her, crying her eyes out. I think you made the right decision by letting her leave. Neneko would be scarred for life if she saw this corpse. I'm not a total merciless jerk, you know. No mercy for me, then. Or are you just trying to rattle my cage? I'll make it up to you somehow. I'm looking forward to that, Ikeda. Let's begin the post-mortem. Riel puts on her vinyl gloves and begins to examine the condition of the corpse. There are facial skin defects, binocular defects, and orbicular muscle defects on both eyes, seemingly caused by a sharp object. The nasal cartilage and auricule are also damaged, and part of the nasal bone is exposed. Many stab wounds are found on the orbicularis oculi, gingiva, teeth, hard palate, and tongue. I've seen these kind of wounds on mouths before. They're similar to the wounds made by mercenaries and mafia during torture. They do this by sticking a knife into the mouth and then digging out the teeth. Jesus. I really did not want to know about that, but you might be right. Judging from the bleeding and wound conditions, these cuts were likely inflicted while the victim was still alive. His skin was peeled off, and he was tortured alive. I can't even fathom that. Whoever did this must have had quite a grudge against this person, or they were just a sadistic asshole. The cut on the tongue is relatively shallow. This was probably done intentionally to avoid dying from suffocation and blood loss. The torturer wanted him to suffer as much as possible by keeping him alive. I've seen a lot of dead bodies before, but this is the most horrible one of them all. It makes me want to avert my eyes in disgust. So what do you think? Do you know who this is? His face has been deformed beyond recognition. We should look at the rest of the body. My thoughts exactly. I'll move on to the chest. Riel gradually removes the sheet further, revealing the body's chest and abdomen. A deep cut that continues all the way down to the abdomen is visible on the center of the torso. Some of the victim's intestines can be seen protruding from a cavity in the abdomen. Has someone disemboweled this guy too? A strong rotting smell permeates the air. The awful smell that fills the room appears to come from the abdomen. Although the clothes are badly damaged and blood-stained, I can see that they once were a black tuxedo and a white shirt. Wait a minute, is this the butler? There's a deep cut that runs from the chest to the abdomen. The chest is much more deeply cut, however. Similar to a median sternotomy. There are also several cut marks between the breastbone and the costal cartilage. What's wrong? The heart is missing. It appears to have been removed. The heart? Riel. From a medical point of view, how hard is it to remove someone's heart? Honestly, it would be a lot of work. To remove it, you would have to cut through the breastbone and the ribs, or fix them in place, then disconnect and remove all blood vessels connected to the heart. The heart is a vital organ. It can't be damaged easily. I didn't know that. I thought it was only a biological pump. Next time I see a heart, I'll give it my proper respects. However, because it takes a lot of effort to remove a heart, I don't think this is just a simple grudge. What happened to the other missing body parts is also a mystery. The only stripped part left in this room was the victim's peeled off facial skin. Where could the heart be? Were they thrown out of the window, perhaps? It's possible, but why would the person who did this want to throw them away? Maybe they were a psychopath. Who knows what they're thinking? Huh? There's something inside the chest cavity. Riel strains her face and pushes her hand into the open chest. She removes a card from it. Oh. Shit. Private key, Dan Raymond? I found some sort of card where the heart once was. Riel hands me the card and I place it into a plastic bag. Wait, is this Raymond's room key? Because the card is covered in blood, it is difficult to make out what is written on it. I wipe the card. It says Dan Raymond. As I expected, this is Sir Raymond's body. His physique is similar to that of the portrait of him that hangs at the entrance. We can't know for sure, but it's probably him. Maybe the killer wants to know who they killed. Or this could be a trap. The card also says private key. Could this be the key to Sir Raymond's living quarters? I can't believe that Sir Raymond has been murdered as well. To be fair, we don't know for 100% certain that this corpse actually is Raymond's corpse. Does this mean that the killer isn't someone from the mansion after all? It's too early to say. Riel, what is the estimated time of death? Let me see. Wait a minute, I'll check the rectal temperature. It should be ready very soon. After a while, Riel removes her thermometer from the corpse. The rectal thermometer the temperature can be referenced with a sigmoid curve that eventually becomes the same as the room temperature. Based on the reading, it would say he died approximately 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago. So, sometime last night. However, because his abdomen has been cut open, there might be some deviations. 12 hours ago. It's 2 p.m. right now, which means he was killed around 2 a.m. So, someone asked him to come here around that time. Or maybe even earlier. I remember hearing strange moaning when we arrived on this island. Could that have been Sir Raymond? Perhaps he was asked to come here and was captured right after we arrived on the island. Even so, leaving his corpse here after killing him was a very bold move. Perhaps the killer only had time to capture Sir Raymond. They then came back and tortured him later. But that means that anyone could have been the killer. Even the guests. However, Sir Raymond knew that there was a traitor in our midst. I don't think it would be easy to kill someone like him. Hey, Ikeda. This is all I can find out about the corpse for now. If you don't mind, I'd really like to get out of here. Yes, thank you. You've been a great help. However, this means that our situation has gone from bad to worse. Understatement? I think we should tell everyone else about this. We have to think about how we should deal with the mansion's staff. Suddenly, the door is unexpectedly pulled open. Well, I guess that definitely confirms the butler is definitely alive for sure. What? Vincent! What? Vincent silently approaches the corpse on the bed and looks at it. I notice that one of his eyebrows is slightly twitching. Without saying a single word, Vincent storms out of the room. That gave me a fright. He just barged into the room and there was something strange about him. He didn't even say anything when he saw the body. It was certainly strange. When he saw Sir Raymond's body, he didn't appear to be surprised. I have a really bad feeling about this. Same here. Anyway, let's get out of here for now. This horrible stench will seep into our skins otherwise. You're right. I'll keep this room locked for now. I'm curious about Vincent's actions, but we should all stay silent and remain in our rooms for now. Riel, I have a favor to ask. Could you inform everyone about this? Yes. Alright. It would be better if you used the internal line. Right now, we still don't know who the killer is. It might even be one of the guests. I don't like this one bit. Alright, I'll be on my guard. I'll call you later. Alright. See you later. Phew. Guess I should go back to my room as well. Darn. Give my room key to Neneko. And I guess we better go hunt down Neneko. No answer. I guess Neneko isn't in my room. Well, that could either mean she's either in her room or she's with Akira right now. Could she have gone to Akira's room then? Forget it. I'll just pick the lock. Huh? Why are my lights on? I hear something. Is that water? What's that sound? Oh, great. I have a feeling I'm not going to like what I'm about to find in the bathroom. It doesn't appear that someone has been through my suitcase. Still, I'm convinced that someone has been inside my room. Try to find out where the sound is coming from. Riel hasn't called me yet. Investigating the situation is more important than waiting for her to call, though. Time calling people. Now it's time to look at the painting. There's nothing unusual about the bed, although it appears to be disturbed a little bit compared to this morning. Nothing major, though. The sound doesn't appear to be coming from outside. So where's it coming from? Should look elsewhere. Turn on the lights. Did Neneko come back to my room? Bad feeling about this. Unusual about the mirror. Unusual on the desk. The sound appears to be coming from my bathroom. My room doesn't appear to have been vandalized, but I see some strange footprints on the floor. Darn. This isn't good. Could it be that whoever killed Sir Raymond and Thomas is inside my bathroom? I have a bad feeling about this. Holding my gun, they opened the bathroom door. Thank you for whipping out the gun. The sound is louder in here. Sounds like a shower is echoing from the bathroom walls. I have a bad feeling about this. I should look around. The mirror is steamed up. Well, I'm not seeing any hints of red on the shower stalls, so... Neneko's not in... Neneko isn't in here using my bathroom, is she? Because if I open that stall and I find her in there, that could be hell of awkward. The mirror is steamed up. There doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. All this steam means that hot water is constantly running in the bathroom. What about the sink? There's some drops of water in here, which means it was recently used. The question is, by whom? I have a bad feeling about this. Who could be inside? Alright. Let's see if let's see what's in here. Might need to get the sensor bars ready just in case. It appears that the sound is echoing in the bathroom. I can't see anything because of all the steam. Could someone be taking a bath without my permission? Neneko hates baths, so it can't be her. Besides, after everything that has happened, I can't imagine that a scaredy cat like her would dare to take a bath alone. I don't hear a voice coming from inside. That means that someone isn't just taking a bath, though. Something is definitely strange here. I should inspect my surroundings. Didn't I just do that, though? Close basket. I want to take a peek and see what's inside, but it's too close to the bathroom. My silhouette might be visible through the glass. I should enter the bathroom first. Alright. Darn, guess I'll have to open the bathroom door. However, the door is very heavy and made of glass. There's a criminal inside. They may attack me as soon as they notice the door opening. I'll have to open it carefully to avoid being seen. I crouch, get close to the glass door, and gently push the handle. Well, it looks like that answers my question. It's the latter option. But wait, why are you doing it in my room? What the? Neneko and Akira are taking a bath together. But why are they in my bathroom? Did Akira mistake it for her own bathroom? You're also wasting hot water by letting it run like that. I quietly put the gun's safety back on and holster it. But now I'm in an awkward position. I have to get out of here without them noticing me, or things will become rather complicated. They're already complicated, Detective. However, as I try to move the door, it doesn't seem to budge at all. Just leave it. Why is it stuck? Wait a minute. Why am I trying to push a sliding door? Oh, how silly of me. I can close if I push it hard enough, but that would make a lot of noise. Hey, Neneko. You've been silent for a while now. Why don't you say something? It's not that simple. I can't talk. Why don't you try to relax a bit? I'm not going to eat you. Also, you're shaking so much. I could generate electricity from all your shaking. Poor Neneko. Looks like she's in a tough spot. I don't know how they wound up like this, but Neneko doesn't seem to be enjoying this at all. This is nice. Giselle never wants to take a bath with me. So I'm glad I get to do this with you. This is embarrassing, but I've wanted to do this for quite some time. What, take a bath with another person? I've been homeschooled since I was young, so I never get to meet girls my own age. Meet girls? Your hair is so pretty, and your skin is so smooth. You'll be so cute after I clean you from head to toe. I'll make a woman out of you. You'll make a woman out of me? You've been acting a bit weird, Neneko. But don't worry, I won't bite. Now, don't move too much, or I can't wash your back properly. Hey, don't touch me there. Yeah. No, not there. Well, sure looks like they're having a lot of fun. Why are you still here, man? Make yourself scarce before they see you. But there's no time for thinking like that. I need to find a way out of here right now. Turn your feet 180 degrees and tiptoe out of there. Simple. Should I close the door? Or should I leave it open? What should I do? Is this going to be another one of those options, one of those choices that they give me where it doesn't really matter what I do, and I'll just get found out regardless? Okay. I don't trust him to close the door silently, so let's just move backward without closing the door. I move backward without closing the door. The phone begins to ring at the worst moment possible. Is that real? be out. Please hang up. I'll call you back later. Oh. Sounds like the phone is ringing. Huh? Hi! Oh no. They saw me. Oh, yes, I'm gonna go with this option right here. All clear! No sign of any enemies! I will now proceed to clear the next room. Oh, where could that criminal have escaped to? What, it's just you guys? I'm sorry for interrupting you. Don't mind me and carry on. Hold it right there. Did you really think such a lousy performance could fool us? No. I just wanted a cheap laugh. Eek! Peeping Tom! How dare you spy on us while we're bathing? You pervert! It's all a misunderstanding! I will admit I was sneaking a peek, but I really thought there was an enemy inside the bathroom. Besides, this is my bathroom. Why are you even here? The pervert dares to speak back at me? The door was clearly locked. Why'd you still try to come in here? This is my room, woman! Did you pick it open? You obviously wanted to spy on us. You filthy scumbag. I repeat, this is my room! Caught between Scylla and Charidis? I have no idea how to pronounce these names. Don't you look at me? No, wait! You got it all wrong! Give me a chance to at least explain! Talk to the hand! I don't want to hear your pervert excuses! Now get the hell out of here! Hey! Don't throw water at me! Ouch! It's piping hot! Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm partly to blame. But I didn't intend to spy on them. Why doesn't she believe me? Darn! Anyway, I should get out of here ASAP. Who knows what Akira will do to me if I'm still here. I better get out of here quickly. Well, now that we got that little curiosity set aside, I now want to check the other options. Hang on. This isn't the toilet. No, I definitely do not see a toilet in here. Looks like I made a mistake. Yes. Mistake. Which one must learn from. Good going, detective. You're figuring out how to do basic learning. When you make mistakes, you learn from them. Anyway, if you'll excuse me. Hold it right there, you. What kind of excuse is it? Nobody makes a mistake like that. Okay, this all looks the same. Next. The silent treatment. Detective, laughter isn't you being silent. That option was a lie. Fuck you for deceiving me. Goose detective. You. Okay. Now let's try closing the door. When I pull the door, it makes a loud noise. Eek! Hey, sit still, will you? That was close. They didn't notice the noise because Neneko shrieked just when I was closing the door. I should make use of this and fully close the door. Yeah, I knew it. None of it mattered. None of it ever mattered. Okay, that looks. I think that's all of them.
All of my curiosities have been sated for now. Good grief. This is not my day. I'm soaking wet as well. Did she hang up the phone? Well, she'll probably call me again soon. Riel, that was seriously bad timing. Oh, the phone is ringing again. I think she finally finished telling all the guests. Riel, is that you? I don't have much time. I'll talk quickly. The voice at the other end sounds strange. It's too distorted so I can't make out the identity of the caller, even if it's a man or a woman. I wonder if they're using a voice changer. Who is this? It doesn't matter. I heard that Sir Raymond is dead. Be very careful. As the administrator of this facility, Sir Raymond was the only one who held everyone in place. I don't know, it seems to me like he wasn't doing a very good job holding anybody in place before the bodies started hitting the floor. Some of the people from the mansion will start doing bad things if they find out that he's gone. The administrator. Who are you? Are you one of the guests? Or are you someone from the mansion? I can tell you that I was covertly investigating the truth about this island for an organization. That's all I can say. Now, just like you, I'm in imminent danger. I can no longer conceal myself. I was hoping to exchange information with you as much as possible so we can overcome this situation together. This is why I made contact with you. I see. So you are a CIA agent or something like that. It's inconvenient I don't know your name. A code name is fine. What do I call you? You can call me Wizards. Wizards? Alright. Wizards. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Okay, what do you know about the killer? Do you have any idea who killed Thomas and Sir Raymond? The same person probably killed them. The killer was most likely one of the guests, not someone from the mansion. Huh? Jacob said something similar. How do you know that? The people on this island are using operatives from different agencies to monitor each other. If someone had made any suspicious moves, it would have been detected immediately. It is not easy to do anything with so many eyes watching your every move. Therefore, it is more likely that the killer is one of the guests. I see. But Sir Raymond was a pretty cautious man. He sent out invitations to several people to flush the traitor out. I don't think it could be so easy to kill that kind of person. Perhaps one of them found a way to outsmart him. Is it possible that someone from the mansion is helping the killer? It is possible. Sir Raymond stood in the way of those who would want to use the island's research for their own purposes. Research? Does that have something to do with those quarantine cards? So, is it biological research that's being done on this island then, after all? Some people from the mansion could have been secretly colluding with the killer because of the alignment of interest. If so, did the mansion staff know who the killer is? I'm not sure. But now that Sir Raymond's murderer has been discovered, the killer has outlived their usefulness. So that corpse really is Raymond, huh? If someone from the mansion were behind all of this, they would now eliminate the killer without hesitation. Of course, if the killer has a way to bargain for their life, that would change things. The killer was clever enough to manage to kill Sir Raymond. He or she most likely has a bargaining chip. I don't know what it could be, though. It's ironic, but the killer may be our lifeline right now. So you're saying that our lives are now in the hands of a killer? Isn't that ironic? Yeah, pretty much so. Considering how Thomas and Sir Raymond were killed, I can say the killer harbored a grudge against them so much. What are your thoughts on that? This island was not just a base for prostitution, but the organ trade as well. Well, guess that confirms that too. This was extremely inhumane, as people were used for body parts. Although the victims did not survive, the killer is likely someone connected to them. It's Aurora, isn't it? If you're saying the killer was in some way connected to the victims, then I guess that would also explain that strange phenomenon that we saw with Aurora when she was trying to warn us in the hallway, where all the lights were going out when she was there, and then when she went back to her room, suddenly the lights came on. Her saying that she was being controlled, but not exactly elaborating how so. Okay, so yeah, here's my theory for now. Aurora is our killer. Now, whether she's doing it of her own volition, well, if what she said to us in that hallway is anything to go by, like I was just saying, probably not. So, our killer may actually be using, our true killer may actually be using Aurora to do the murders, while the actual puppet master is hiding in the shadows somewhere. Or they're hiding in plain sight among a list of guests, same as Aurora. No idea if this theory is true or not. I'm just guessing based on what little information that we have at this point. But that's what I'm going with for now. Although the victims did not survive, the killer is likely someone connected to them. Or, although this is unlikely, a client could have been driven mad by remorse. Organ trade. It's horrible. In any case, this is my educated guess about the killer. The trading of organs and prostitution are certainly inhumane, but they are only a part of the island's secret. And the other part is this so-called research that you just alluded to, yeah? The island was originally intended to be used for something else. Something else. I'd like to know more about Sir Raymond. What was his role on this island? Sir Raymond was a millionaire who was one of the facility's founders. He was responsible for planning the project. He was also the administrator who had jurisdiction over the island itself. Jurisdiction over the island. He was responsible for the many inhumane things that went on this island. The facilities of this island were controlled and monitored by him. However, it is just an optional side. It is said that some government agencies were involved in the management of this place. Government involvement, huh? That's why Sir Raymond was so important to the agencies. If they knew that he was killed, the agencies would not remain silent. But we can't make contact with them until the ship returns. Indeed, that's our current situation. It will likely take some time before the agencies realize what has happened. They will not make a move until then. Does that mean the killer has free reign until they are unmasked? Indeed. If any insiders from the mansion are assisting the killer, we could be in grave danger. We have to be on our guard. Betrayers might liquidate all of us to make their way easier. Well, isn't that just great? Be careful, Ikeda. Things have already become extremely dangerous. Yeah, no shit. About Sir Raymond. Unfortunately, I've already told you everything I know. What I'm worried about now is whether his subordinates were really loyal to him or not. This is my intuition speaking, but there's something off about Vincent. Could he be the one pulling the strings behind the scenes? It would be rather bad if he was our enemy. What, we're not going to get an answer from our wizards fellow about that question? Alright. So, will you tell me now? What is happening on Shironagasu Island? Alright. Prostitution. Organ trade. All these things that have been taking place on Shironagasu Island were just secondary activities. The real purpose of this island is the development of biological weapons. I am on a roll with guessing everything today, aren't I? Biological weapons? On such a remote island in the ocean? You know about Guantanamo Bay, don't you? Oh, of course. It's a U.S. military base built on a leasehold in Cuba. It is a black site where national and international laws do not apply. There was a lot of outrage when terrorists imprisoned there were tortured. What about it? Most developed countries have humanitarian frameworks that they adhere to, so as a result of that, they will have many restrictions in place. But sometimes, a nation needs to do something that runs counter to its laws. Guantanamo is a good example of that. Some less scrupulous countries have carried out several invasions and have developed weapons without needing to adhere to humanitarian values. By doing so, they are eroding the position of countries that do strictly uphold humanitarian laws. Shironagasu Island was set up as a way to bypass such humanitarian laws. This is the second black site used built by the organization. This is the second one, huh? Well, so what's the first one? A black site for the development of biological weapons. It goes against any humanitarian progress made in last decennia. But not quite. This island is a necessary evil because it fulfills a need. At least that's how they justify it. I see. So what kind of biological weapons are they developing? Unfortunately, I haven't discovered that yet. However, it appears to be a kind of research that requires a lot of human test subjects. Customized virus development, or a kind of genetic manipulation of the human body itself. I see. Well, it sounds like it'll be a tough problem to deal with in any case. So what do you want me to do? I want you to discover what the weapon is and, if possible, prevent it from falling into the hands of the people from the mansion. It could even be something as powerful as the nuclear weapons used during the Second World War. We must stop it from falling into the hands of an egotistical person at all costs. All this is pretty alarming. And you're telling me to handle that all by myself? That's crazy. If we get our hands on the weapon first, they won't be able to do anything to us. You can think of it as a kind of life insurance. I suddenly hear static coming from my phone. It seems that our time is up. I'll be in touch again soon. Hey, wait! Did someone tap the phones just now? Darn. They hung up. I wanted to ask some more things, but... oh well. I still got a lot of information. That we did! If all of this is correct, we might not live to see another day unless I do something about it. Guess I'll have to do some hardcore investigating now. Perhaps I can also find a hidden communication device somewhere. I'm also worried about this biological weapon. If the people from the mansion are planning to use it, they'll have to be stopped. Huh. Hello? And you finally picked up the phone. Hey, what's going on? Is everything alright? I was worried something happened because your line was busy for a while. Hey, hi Riel. No, I'm fine. No problem. Have you been in touch with the other guests? Not quite. I can't get in touch with Neneko and Akira. Would you happen to know where they are? In my room! They're alright. Those brats threw hot water. Never mind. They're in my room. Oh, that's a relief. I want to tell Riel about the conversation I just had, but it's too dangerous to talk about it on the phone. I should keep this quiet for now. We should be on our guard. We should stay together in a single place as much as possible. And we shouldn't trust the people from the mansion anymore. I think you're right. But there's nowhere else we can go on this isolated island. Yes, we're in a tough spot. We have to play the cards with the cards that we are dealt, whatever that means. I'll be in touch once I'm taking care of things on my end. Be careful. You too, Riel. The card that was left inside the corpse by the killer. Was it left there to send me a message? Or is it a trap? I vote trap. Alright. I guess I'll just have to accept their invitation. Oh, you're still here, you pervert. This is my room, ladies! You're the ones that came in here unannounced and uninvited. What is that blood-stained card? Why do you have such a thing? Ew. Gross. Neneko, Akira, listen to me carefully. Sir Raymond is dead. We just found out that he has been murdered. It appears he was already dead around 2 a.m. Sir Raymond has been murdered? You're only making things up, hoping we'll forget about earlier, you scumbag. This is not a joke. There was a vacant room on the first floor, room 105. We found Sir Raymond's dead body in there. It is likely the handiwork of the same person who killed Thomas. Was that a dead body after all? I'm glad I didn't have to see it. And apparently the mansion staff can't be trusted either. I tell them what wizards told me earlier. Development of biological weapons? This is the first time I've heard about that. This card was hidden inside Sir Raymond's body. This might be the key to his living quarters. I'm going to use it to sneak into Sir Raymond's living quarters. Do you really need to do that? And besides, it feels like it might be a trap. I'm glad you and I are of the same mind here, Neneko. Shame that our detective isn't going to listen to that idea, though. And to be fair, it's not like we got any other leads at the moment. If we do nothing, things will get really bad. Even if it's dangerous, I still have to go. Neneko, Akira, it would be best if you stayed together with everyone else in the same place. You should also gather some food if you can. You make it sound as if there's nothing to be worried about. I'll be back. Keep an eye out for danger. Wait a minute. Neneko hands me a device that looks like a smartphone. I have modified this so it can be used on this island. You probably can use it for sending and receiving calls and messages to my personal Wanwano by the window. The device erases all messages after a set period of time, so any secret information can be... That's very helpful. That should come in handy, Neneko. It just cuts off right there at the end. What the hell? I think it will take some more time to analyze Thomas's card. Ikeda. Oh, you appear to have forgotten, but, I'm your partner, so let me tag along with you. Neneko. I appreciate that, but I can't allow you to come with me. Your strength is not physical, but mental. Use your brain to help everyone as much as possible. Don't talk to me as if you're gonna die. Hey, it's possible. I might. I already did it before. Akira, look after Neneko. Sure. You don't need to tell me that. You spy on us. I'll let it slide. For now. Be careful, Ikeda. Alright. I'll see you later. I still think this is a trap. We go into his room. Chances are we're going to find something that is going to put us in danger. But like I was saying also a minute ago, we don't have any other leads at the moment either. Still, I didn't think I'd end up getting confirmation on my theories quite this quickly, though. as to what was happening on this island. That makes me wonder if there's a lot more going on here than even what I've been told so far. And given the hints that I've been getting all throughout the story so far, that shows that the world that I'm in may or may not be real. Chances are the answer to that assumption of mine is a definite yes. That even with everything we know so far, that is still not we still haven't found the biggest secret of this island, or to be more accurate, this world, whatever this world is. So I guess the big question I have at the moment is, will I find anything in Sir Raymond's quarters that will give me any hints that would help me answer the question of what is this world I'm in? For lack of a better description. I wonder what Aurora is doing right now, though. Hey, detective! Can you remember that Aurora exists for a minute or two so we can go check on her? Alright. I should be ready for whatever happens next. If I don't do anything, Neneko and the others will be in danger. As Wizard said, I need to take the initiative. No regrets, whatever happens. That's how I've always lived. It looks like I'll have the chance to prove myself again. Here goes nothing. Strange. The elevator was out of order earlier. It's working fine now. Yeah, again, this really does feel like a trap. Interesting how the elevator happens to start working right after we find Raymond's corpse. It really does feel like as though we're being led here. Although, let's get this over with. Whoa! I saw that! Darn. What a situation. I have a nagging feeling that something really bad is about to happen. I need to get on top of this as quickly as possible. Now let's see. Will this card work or not? Bingo! It unlocked the door. So this really is the card key of Sir Raymond's living quarters. Alright, there's no time to waste. Let's take a look inside. What the fuck is that? This appears to be the living room. It leads to another room. As far as I can see, this room doesn't appear to be very important. Although, I have a feeling that there's something strange about it. No, I shouldn't look into little things right now. I need to keep Neneko and the others safe from the killer first. I'll open the door over there. What the hell? This looks like Sir Higgins' study. Same painting and everything too, but the painting is upside down? What the hell? Is the matrix I'm in glitching or something? Is that why this room looks identical to Higgins' study? What? You've got to be kidding me. What the hell is going on? This room appears to be a carbon copy of Roy Higgins' study. Hey, son of a bitch! Stop! Why is this here, in this mansion? Am I hallucinating? Wish Neneko was here. Oh well. Guess I'll need to investigate this room by detective powers. For some reason, that eerie painting is upside down. Somehow this makes the painting even eerier. But why? What does this mean? It's the one detail in this whole room that is the most noticeably different from his study. So this is clearly an important detail, whatever this is. So what am I supposed to be seeing here? This is so weird. The painting itself appears to be identical to the one Roy Higginson's study. However, there's something wrong about it. There's a note on the desk. Card lost. OOL3C. You know what? Just in case it expects me to remember this stuff, and it won't do any remembering for me, I'm going to write this stuff down real quick. Okay, here we are. What does this mean? Appears to be some kind of code, but Neneko might be able to make more sense of this. I know, I'll send her this code to the device she gave me. Perhaps she can make more sense of this. Now, what was that code again? Whoa. Ever since I entered this room, I haven't been able to think straight. All I have to do is look at the note in front of me. Guard post. Oh. Uh-oh. Huh? Was this the code? Thought it was different. What should I do? Should I send this code or... Send the previous code. Wait, it's definitely different from the code I saw before. I have a feeling that I should send the old code. The code I saw earlier must have been card lost OOL3C. I'll send her that code. I use the device and send Neneko the code. Alright. I feel as if something strange is happening right now. Is it just my imagination? Yeah, this whole room, there is something very, very wrong with this whole room. And I don't mean just the, I don't mean the obvious details either, but something I can't quite put my finger on. I should check the other parts of the living quarters. The chair has been moved in exactly the same way. That can't be a coincidence. Even if Roy Higgins somehow made an exact copy of Sir Raymond's study, realistically, this should not be possible. Nothing unusual about the photographs. So strange. They are the same ones as those in Roy Higginson's study. What is this place? There doesn't appear to be anything unusual about the bookshelf. Strangely, it looks exactly the same. Why is it a copy of the one Roy Higginson study? Neneko might have noticed any differences. Let's look around more. I have a bad feeling about this. Nothing unusual about the floor. The place itself feels surreal, though. There's nothing unusual about the chandelier. The fact that this room even exists is bizarre, though. The light switch doesn't appear to work either. Lights. Okay, let's see what's going on at the window here. I don't see the 5 towns outside the window, but the Aleutian sky and the sea instead. So strange. The scenery feels unreal somehow. I should pay more attention to the interior instead of the scenery, though. look around more. I have a bad feeling about this. Something is not right. This situation is too unusual. I should check in with Neneko again. Looks like she sent me a reply. What the hell? What is this gibberish? Is there a connection issue? Or is it one of Neneko's weird pranks? Whoa. What's going on? Darn. What's happening to me? I can no longer read the letters. My left brain half must be under the influence of something. There are hallucinogens in this room. I have to get out of here quickly. My vision is blurry. Darn. I can't move. They got me. Neneko. End of the second phase. Proceed to the third phase. Chemical administration. NIRS rescan start. Stimeceiver in operation. Access the memory area and start scanning. Commence play at 10 a.m. July 24th. Warning. Voltage abnormality detected in system C5. Third phase progress has been interrupted. Disconnect from the subject. Switch to safe mode. System reboot. System check started. Will complete in 5 minutes and 28 seconds. What? Where am I? What happened? Darn. I feel like someone hit me on the head with a shovel. How long was I out? You finally woke up. Ikeda, Neneko? Neneko? What the hell? Where are we? What's going on? That thing killed everyone. Everyone is dead. I'm the only one who managed to make it here. Ikeda, I managed to break into the system and pause the program, but I think it will restart eventually. Program? What program? I tried to remove your restraints, but I couldn't. I'm not strong enough. Killed. By a thing? I don't know what it was. It could have been the demon of Shironagasu Island. The demon of Shironagasu Island. A creature. I wonder if it's the biological weapon that was being developed on this island. Darn. I can't move. Ikeda, the people from the mansion appear to be trying to extract something out of your memory. A memory from the past. And they are replaying your memories of July 24th as if it is real, but it's all fake. Don't let them fool you. If you somehow manage to realize that it's fake, you might be able to regain consciousness. Fake. What I've been experiencing just now was a memory that was being replayed? July 24th. What could they be looking for? Suddenly, something that sounds like a scream can be heard. Neneko is shaking all over. It's here. What do we do? If we don't do anything, it will come in here. Neneko is shaking. She thinks for a while. Eventually, she smiles at me wryly. Ikeda, my life hasn't really been that great. It has been more unpleasant than fun. Don't talk like this. Please don't. You're raising a death flag, Neneko. But still, I had a lot of fun when I was with you. Hang on, Neneko. What are you saying? What are you going to do? The door lock system is only connected on the outside. So, this room can only be locked from the outside. Ikeda, this is probably the end, so I'll just say it. I love you. Wait. Neneko, don't go! Don't go! Neneko staggers to her feet and opens the door. A few moments later, I hear the sound of a lock closing. Darn! Why can't I remove these restraints? Neneko, wait! I'm coming! I hear the howl of the monster again outside the door. Then, a dull sound, as if something is crushed. No! Neneko! System check complete. No voltage abnormalities. Restarting the third phase. Chemical administration. NIRS rescan start. Stymosiever in operation. Access memory area and commence scanning. Commence play from 10 a.m. on July 24th. Neneko. You silly girl. You're always so timid. How could you sacrifice yourself for my sake? Neneko, please, tell me it isn't true. A drug is injected by a needle in my vein, and a cold sensation spreads through my arm. No, I'm losing consciousness. Will I experience that day all over again? This world, could it be for real? Up. Wake up. If you don't, things will get worse. We're running out of time. This world will be. Please wake up. Please. Ikeda. Send Ikeda. I'm back. At the airport when I was first arriving to pick up Neneko. They're trying, according to what Neneko was saying, they're trying to scan for something within my memories, within a very specific time frame. Someone in there that they're trying to find. What was the day? July 24th? Okay. They're looking for something on July 24th. This was the day this was the day when we picked up Neneko, and then we went to go to to Roy Higgins' estate, right? Before the following day, we would go on the trip to Shironagasu Island. If that's the case, that would then explain why we suddenly found ourselves within what looked to be a copy of Higgins' study. There's something there in Higgins' study then that whoever has me trapped is looking for. That That clearly went past my radar. It must have been some kind of detail that I probably didn't give too much thought about. But what is it? Anyway, Neneko better not be dead, or I'm gonna be pretty upset. Yeah, she was a brat, but I found her entertaining. And she doesn't deserve death just for being a brat. Okay? Was I dreaming? When did I fall asleep? What a strange dream. It felt as if something was very urgent. Maybe I'm just tired. I've been working much too hard. Anyway, I should stop thinking about work. Guess I'll have to go look for her. What the? The signboard is all messed up. This world is not real. What? I feel like as if I've forgotten something very important. Maybe this world really isn't real. No. What am I thinking? I shouldn't be having such silly thoughts right now. Anyway, I have to look for her. Her? Who am I supposed to meet again? I can't remember. Who do I have to meet? Why am I here? This world is not... Ugh. What? Oh, there's no way that can't be it, right? There's no way that is this just one ending now, several I could have gotten or something? Wait a minute. I feel like this is some kind of fake out here. There's no way this can be the end. There's no way. Dead end. Okay, so, alright. Well, clearly I did something wrong, because... Oh, endless ending. Reached dead end. So I really am in a simulation of some kind. And apparently they're trying to extract some kind of information from his memories. On July 10th? Again, I think that was the day when I first picked up Neneko and we went to Higgins' estate. I'm trying to think, what exactly... could I have seen or heard right then and there that whoever is holding me captive is trying to find? can't think of anything. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me later or something. Or maybe we're not supposed to know. I don't know. Still, if what I just saw was just a bad end of was just a dead end or a bad end or whatever you want to call it here, then it is possible then for me to avoid the outcome where everybody on the island allegedly dies, right? But that's the thing. I briefly woke up from whatever false world I was in here, and I confirmed that Neneko, at the very least, is a real person, along with Ikeda himself. Apparently Shironagasu Island itself is real, so yeah, so it's not that the world I was in was a full-on fiction. It was rather me replaying a series of events up to a certain point because someone has me captured and they're trying to extract something from me. I'm not sure what to think of this. This whole episode was just having a whole bunch of questions answered that I've had about this island, while simultaneously introducing like almost twice as many more questions. At least that's how it feels like to me. Like just when I thought I've had a firm grasp on what was going on here, suddenly this happens, and now it feels like I'm almost back to square one, as in regards to my actual understanding of what is actually happening. I guess you could say my expectations have been subverted in a way, although whether that'll actually be a good thing in the long run, that remains to be seen. I'll say this much at the very least. The further along I go into this, the more my attention gets grabbed. Whatever mystery that they're trying to set up here, I will admit, it's certainly surprisingly captivating, all things considered. I guess I needed to send a different message to Neneko than the one that I actually ended up sending. Because I don't see any other way to progress past the point in that duplicate of Roy Higgins' study. Well, I'll find out. I think we'll find out what exactly I actually need to do come the next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and end things here. So, I hope everybody one of you has enjoyed this latest episode of Return to Shironagasu Island. If you did and you would like to see more content from me, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time for whatever kind of weird Matrix-like mystery that we found ourselves in. Take care.